Good day, ladies and gentlemen. And today we're taking a look at Lord of the Rings Conquest. This is thanks to Riley the Flaming Wookiee Cookie. I was unaware of this game's existence till he mentioned it. This is kind of a sad game. This is one of the very last of the Pandemic Studios games. This came out, I think, slightly before Saboteur, and that was slightly before EA decided to murder them. This is essentially a Star Wars Battlefront-ish game, but with Lord of the Rings. Now, joining me today is the Epic Medic.
Hello, howdy, good day, everybody. It is me. How are you all? I hope well.
And I think also Darth Shahiko is going to jump in at some point. So yeah, I never was a big Lord of the Rings fan. I didn't read the books. I couldn't get past the pipeweed, and I've only seen the first two movies. Medic, you seen any of it? Read any of it?
I'm sorry, repeat that question.
Did you ever watch, read, or otherwise engage in like Lord of the Rings content?
My sister made me watch the movies, so I did watch the movies.
All right, we can just play it on casual. It'll be a filthy casual. Because
the UI is very Pandemic Studios, by the way.
It's pretty nice. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the audio, but we got text. The Will of Sauron. I hope we don't get like copyright flagged because we got clips from the movie.
My last stream, my video got a copyright, and when I checked it, it said no action taken. The composer allows music to be shared.
No, that's cool.
I hate when I see that copyright.
Yeah, it's not fun. So yeah, this is the PC version of the game, which can be acquired legally from my abandoned Nevermind. This is actually a pretty nice PC port. Okay, so we got classes, we got Archer, and we got Warrior. We're just going to be the Warrior, because that's going to be the easiest one. And yeah, it's Battlefront. It's just Battlefront, and it's pretty cool. It looks pretty good, too, especially considering this is from 2009. And welcome in. Yeah, but I just never really got into Lord of the Rings. It's just kind of boring. So your sister made you watch all of the super boring third movie?
Yes.
I couldn't even finish it. It's like it wouldn't end.
To be quite honest with you, I literally was just hate watching it at this point, just wanting it to be over.
Yeah, I mean, me and my mother tried to watch it, but man, it was boring. I think Fellowship was probably the least boring of the lot. I'm just pissing off every Lord of the Rings fan. It's like, that's not boring, you're boring! But seriously, 3 hours, man. 3 hours! What do you think I haven't rewatched The Batman?
Different franchise, yes, I know. But the Internet Historian did a video about Harry Potter. Ugh. And how people would purposely spoil the book by getting advanced copies and going up to like the midnight releases and screaming like, Snape kills Dumbledore, and like you'd hear the crowd just scream and start crying.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you though, if you were to lock me into a room and say you gotta watch either Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, I'd pick Lord of the Rings every day. I can't stand Harry Potter.
Me either. Harry Potter.
Now, see, like, you were older than me back. Well, you're older than me now, but you weren't like a kid when Harry Potter came out. No. I was the prime age for Harry Potter. Like I was the
target demo.
Yeah, and I couldn't stand it. I read like 4 of the books, and then I stopped reading fiction for like 3 years. That's no joke either. After I got done with like the Phoenix Prince or whatever, no, the Goblet of Fire, I think. I was done with like fiction for like 3 years and did nothing but read history books. So, yeah, that's how much I did not like it. The PlayStation 2 midnight launch. There was a lot of games for that. For me, my favorite era of gaming right now is the 2006 through 10. Because I've been playing a lot of those games, like Uncharted and such. Replaying Dragon Age Origins. Because it had the best gameplay with graphics that actually looked good. Because, I mean, these graphics look good. These look great. You know? And
if I may say one last thing regarding the Harry Potter thing, because my sister made me watch those as well with her. I find Harry Potter is a Gary Stew of epic proportions.
Huh.
I know you didn't probably watch the movies or read the books, but every single time he ends up in trouble or he's forbidden from doing something, magically there's some like Deus Ex Machina that allows him to compete in whatever, or his friends rescue him, and he's never ever, he's never in danger.
Yeah. I couldn't stand the football, or was it soccer or whatever, on the broomstick.
Quidditch.
Yeah, the broomstick football or soccer or what have you.
That sounds like a medicine you put on your testicles.
Broomstick football.
That's exactly one of the things I was talking about how he's not allowed to compete. But, look at this. There's a loophole that allows him to compete because of his bloodline.
Oh, he didn't change himself into a dog? Ain't no rule against Harry Potter dogs.
And, of course, he catches the mythical, butterfly that no one's ever caught before, giving them the insta-win.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that.
Nope.
I think I do wonder if I read Lord of the Rings as a kid instead of Harry Potter, I might have liked it. I don't know.
I can see how young kids would love that.
Not me. I hated school. You have to understand, I hated school. I didn't hate learning, but I hated being around those stupid little shit stains. And so imagine say again?
Of course. No one wakes up every day and says, boy, am I glad I got school today.
So being stuck at a school where you can't leave, it's yeah, that would be hell for me.
I got a really funny story about school you might like.
Oh dear. Did you catch the magical golden football?
No, I caught the magical golden laptop.
Oh?
I went to a vocational school for computer tech when my sophomore, junior, and senior year. And I was a bit of a rebel rouser, and I would find myself in in-school suspension quite often. And I would always befriend the in-school suspension teacher. And she was an older woman who had no idea how to do anything on the computer. So she would ask me if I would make the roster for the students using the laptop, and I'd say, well, yeah, okay. It's going to take me about an hour and a half to 2 hours of my 3-hour detention. She's like, okay, that's fine. Dude, I was done in 2 minutes. Everything else was just spent goofing off online and playing Quake 4.
Now, see, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I did not like in school suspension. The only reason I ever had to do that once was some asshole thought he could beat the crap out of me, and then when I fought back, it's well, you should have run away. It's fuck that.
No, stand your ground.
Oh, I think I'm gonna die. Yep.
I got a 10-day out of school suspension for giving a bully a swirly.
Not bad. They deserved it.
Do you know what a swirly is?
Yeah. Although I didn't understand what you said at first. I was oh, swirly. I thought you were saying swirly. I was what the fuck's that? It's oh yeah.
No. I gave him the swirly.
Good, good.
Yeah, damn right, good. And then principal's all going to be You are out of school for 10 days, young man. How dare you? Like, fuck you. He was a bully. He got what was coming to him.
Now, my thing is this. Like, I had people, like, literally trying to punch me in the face, and one of them actually did sucker punch me once. Like a bitch. And that person did not get any suspension, didn't even get in trouble. I wonder why, but we'll move on from that.
Oh, I have an idea.
Yeah, we would get in trouble if we say it.
Tells me that he did not look like you.
Maybe, but we can't say anything. I mean, that would never happen. It would never happen. Never happened. Didn't happen.
No, that never happens.
But, yeah, the most exciting history book, I think, was a history of D-Day, talking about Omaha Beach. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. It's been a long time since I read it. It's like The Flawed Victory, something like that. From what I remember, that was when they were first starting to really get into the idea that Omaha Beach wasn't like this great almost failure that everybody was saying it was, like, for years. Oh, you bastards. Oh, you were playing as Aragorn. He's the guy.
Would you consider that a Pyrrhic victory?
No, because they actually did get off the beach. They didn't get as far as they wanted to, but it was a legitimate victory. They just ended up taking way more casualties than they initially thought they were.
That is true.
But what ended up happening is it was more of a media thing, from what I remember. And that's why I'm thinking of this while I'm trying to slaughter orcs, so don't take it as gospel truth, but what I remember off the top of my head, it was more of a media thing. There had to be like sort of this underdog beach, and that was it. And don't get me wrong, they did have to fight really hard, but it wasn't like they almost lost. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't quite like the movie Longest Day, which is my favorite World War II movie, by the way.
That opening in Saving Private Ryan, though, still hits hard.
Oh, yeah. Although, I didn't watch Saving Private Ryan until 2010. No, 2015.
Dear God.
Because, see, like, I watched The Longest Day from the 1960s, and I say that Longest Day is actually a superior movie. Saving Private Ryan's not bad, but it's a little too over-emotional for my taste.
I don't understand. Why didn't the soldiers on D-Day just call in some Predator drones and some AC-130s and A-10 Warthog?
Yeah. The thing about it, what's really funny about that is people ask me, why do they get out through the front? Why not through the back? Because, oh, from what I remember, like, they couldn't actually go out through the back of the boat because
the engine's back there?
Yeah, there was that, and there was some other logistical issue, like it wouldn't work. But I can tell you this, though. The Germans didn't have quite as much ammo as they're shown having. There's other problems with, like, logistics. So, it's not like the movie show, let's just put it that way. But the movies have to make it dramatic, because it's a movie. You're not going to just watch, like, a pre-recorded armor video.
Yeah, don't forget, too, the original ploy was to make Rommel think that they were going to invade at the shallowest, narrowest crossing.
Yeah, the Calais, I'm not even trying to pronounce that, but nobody really believed that, but I think Addy did. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've studied this stuff, so I don't want to be like, yes, this is totally what happened. God damn it.
I love that story about the paper mache planes and tanks.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. It's one of those things like Rommel was not nearly as good as people think he is. Oh, I'm trying to stab my own guy. Hey, probably deserved it. He looked pretty shifty to me.
Fagaline! Fagaline! Those Austrian Painter Reacts videos are so funny.
Yeah. I think he actually had Fagaline shot, if I'm not mistaken.
God damn it, Fagaline.
This is actually a really fun game. I gotta tell you, I'm not even a Lord of the Rings fan, and I love this game. Because, like, look, the combat is really fun. Look at all the orcs that are on screen. Like, I love how, like, the guys are, like, giving their battle cries. And what's a Ritter mark? I don't know what that is. I know we're like playing as the men of the West. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
And yeah, no, D-Day wasn't no brute force death charge. That looks good on screen, but in practice they would have all died. Because those bunkers were way further away than they show in the movies. So, yeah, it wasn't quite as bad as people show it. Come on, cut them up. Now, of course, one of the more famous Lord of the Rings games is that one with all the orcs in it. You know, the ones where like with the Nemesis system. I can't remember what it's called now. Shadow of Mordor. I played that a little bit, but I didn't really like it that much.
You know, the more I watch you play, the more I can see the pandemic charm with, say, like, the way the water moves, the way the rock and formations are.
Yeah. Pandemic knew what they was doing. This is for sure. Now, Aragorn, I don't think had any magic. Aragorn was like half elf, half human or something like. No, he was from Numenor, wherever the hell that is. So I remember people apparently were pissed off at the Battle of Helm's Deep, where like apparently the elves didn't show up to help. The assholes.
Never trust in.
Exactly. I always find it funny that like elves are always shown as like assholes, whereas I don't think Lord of the Rings actually did that, if I'm not mistaken. Sauron. Rohan. It's like I don't know what a Gondor is. I don't know like who they are. I know what an Ent is. And yes, this game is good. It is very fun. The combat is great. Now there's
By the way, speaking of games, General, before we begin, I said I had a question for you.
Oh.
And I want to open it up to everyone in the chat too. This is something I'm curious about. When you play a game, would you rather have a game that has a really great story, but kind of shit controls? For example, the first Resident Evil. Or would you rather play a game that kind of has a shit story, but fantastic gameplay, like Alien Isolation?
Damn. Because that's a hard choice. I think the story might actually be better, because that'll stick in your brain longer, I think. But damn, the gameplay, ugh, I'll have to think about that. That's one of those things, I'm kind of wishy-washy on that, because like when you're playing a game with shitty controls, it's hard to want to keep playing it. But man, if it has great gameplay but a bad story, then that can also make you want to stop playing. I'm gonna go for the gameplay, because bad controls can really ruin a great story.
Agreed. Now, don't get me wrong. I just used the Resident Evil because of its tank controls and whatnot. Because the story is basically what keeps you playing.
Yeah, and those controls aren't that bad.
No, I hear people complain about tank controls being awful. I've never had a problem with them.
Man, this Uruk-hai warrior, he's a badass. Look how long he's lasted.
Now, I think we can both agree that Isolation has a very bare bones story. It's just retrieve said flight recorder, shit goes bad, survive. But the gameplay is so good.
Yeah. And that's how we do that. And the story really is not not really the main important thing of that game, because I will contend that Alien Isolation goes on way too long.
I hear a lot of people say that, but for me, it wasn't long enough.
Well, it's just like there's like 5 endings in that game.
Okay, to be fair, yes, they could have toned down the fake endings. That did get annoying.
It's like the fake out ending is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, like the first Friday the 13th did it with like Jason apparently was alive at the end. The child Jason ghost that like pulls the woman under the water.
My basic only gripe about Isolation is that you never have that moment where you're one-on-one with a Xeno and finally best it.
I think that was deliberate though, because they wanted it to be this otherworldly horror.
But even in the first movie, Ripley gets her moment to shine with the airlock and the grapple.
Yeah, but I always felt like that was like she was barely holding on at that point. She just barely squeaked out a victory. It wasn't like it wasn't necessarily like say Terminator, where like Ripley I don't think ever had the "you were terminated fucker" moment until Aliens. You know, is in Terminator, you know, Sarah Connor pushes the button, you know, that squishes the Terminator. Ripley never had that. I don't think. Oh, you bastard! That hurt.
Yeah,
Man,
I guess we technically didn't get it till the end of Aliens with the whole airlock space loader.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll go ahead and we'll try a mage. Now I do know from like Lord of the Rings nerds that apparently. I say again?
You died it.
Yes. I do know from Lord of the Rings nerds that you don't have mages in Lodor, because in Lord of the Rings, like Gandalf is like an angel or something, and so like magic is something. Whoa! I'm getting. Don't fall off the cliff. And yeah, Deus Ex is a good example of a great story with really bad gameplay. I want to like Deus Ex these days, and I don't know how I beat it back in the ye olde days. I know there's a mod that makes it better, but I don't know when I'd ever get to it again. Come on, vape him. You vape, bro.
That orc captain stands in our path. Bring him down.
Vape him. Zap him. Force lightning. There we go, we got him.
You've killed him. He was a nasty one.
I like the
Fire machine spews flames of death.
destroy the fire machine. You mean the flamethrower? Ooh, I'm gonna die. Yep, because I'm just like a nerd. Let's see, the PlayStation. Okay, Cyrus, the Battlefront. There's a mod that lets you play in the Old Republic, so there's that. New cultic chapter. I need to get to that game. I just haven't had a chance to play it. And yeah, the story is prophetic in Deus Ex. Oh dear, dearie me, it is prophetic.
I like how even in like this period, the flamethrower guy is still got a shit life expectancy.
Yep. I would not want to have to carry one of those things. Okay, I am being completely eradicated. But then again, there's like a million of these guys. So in the TV show, they had to make the orcs, you know, the victim somehow.
Of course.
So they introduced the orc children. It's like, how could we fight the poor, sweet orkies? It's like,
They've just been trying to kill us for centuries.
And during the time of like Lord of the Rings, like right now, there's orcs and then there's urukai. The urukai are actually just literally born out of mud. Like you see it in the movie. Am I doing any damage to this thing?
Wasn't that woman's name Galadriel?
Yeah.
God, was she insufferable.
I don't remember anything about the movies really, because I haven't seen them in so long.
Do you know why a ship floats and rocks sink? Shut up. You're not being profound.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I know there's also, like, in the book, a character named Glorfindel that they removed because it sounded too much like... Why can't I destroy the fire machine? I'm smacking it. You would think that'd be it. Am I, like, supposed to get, like, the ballista or something and shoot it with that?
That huge machine sprays fire upon the field. Stop it!
Screw you, mage. Damn. Oh, you jump on top of it. Okay. How do I get on top of it? Get on top of it. Oh my. Let's see. Oh, I guess like you drop down from there maybe? I don't know. Maybe I shoot it with like an arrow or something.
Undo the
Now, I watched a video on flamethrowers. Apparently, you don't die from being burnt alive. You die from, like, your lungs getting seared and you can't breathe anymore, which isn't much better. Wait a second.
That is correct.
Which is still pretty horrible.
It is a bad way to go. It's like drowning on dry land.
Needless to say, humans are kind of evil. I mean, what can I say?
I'll tell you what, if you were on the receiving end of the flamethrower, that's a nasty death.
Man, there's a lot of orcs in this game. I love it. I love it when a game can have a lot of enemies and actually have it look good, because it feels like you're actually fighting in a battle. Yep. Ugh, I'm so screwed. Okay, let's use the archer and let's just shoot the fire machine from up here. Yeah, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, because, like, I'm shooting it and it's, like, doing no damage.
That huge machine sprays fire upon the field. Stop it.
Okay, I'm sure there's something I'm missing. Somebody said to drop down on top of it. I gotta go all the way back here.
Your crosshairs turn red when you aim at it.
Okay, and I died by touching a flamey thing.
You're still running up a hill.
Yeah, but I just died.
I know. It's that delay.
I don't know what I just did. Okay, can I throw lightning at it? Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this. Okay, and zap? Okay, there's gotta be something here that I'm missing, because, like, it can't be... Okay. I think what I'm supposed to do is get one of those ballistas and shoot at it that way. It's like the second... That's one thing I hate about certain games, where, like, the second level is way harder than it should be.
I remember Tin Tan Man was saying this, something about the second level before we began.
Alright, let's see if we can't do this. There's actually a fan novel that I read that really made the orcs way edgier than it should be. Because, like, in the movie, at least, I don't know if it's true in the book, in the movie, you saw the orcs just literally coming out of the mud. Like, they're just kind of, like, born of nothing. But in this fan work, somebody wanted to be edgy and basically had it be captured females. And, well, you can probably guess. Like, I don't know, do we really need that, people? Come on.
Hey, out of curiosity, you had mentioned to me a couple days ago that you had something on your mind that you wanted to talk about Mr. Kirk.
I do not remember what it was, but I was gonna say, though, that he's gonna have a funeral tomorrow, and already all the crazy people are out in force.
You had said you changed the game because you didn't want to play the indie game because you wanted to talk about CK.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's one of those things that what we're seeing now a week on from the assassination, the cold-blooded murder, is the fact that people are still posting all kinds of craziness about it. Stuff that's just utterly inhuman. I will say this, though. Some of those right-wing commentators annoy me. They're calling it demonic. I'm like, wow. Americans really, really are spoiled. Like, this is nothing compared to what happens in some of these other countries. But, yeah, it's one of those things that I don't want to get too political about this whole thing, but I will say it does change the game a lot in terms of, like, political discourse. Because now you can get blasted if you say something somebody doesn't like, or you can get swatted in a way, or you can have somebody show up, you know, at your house to engage in certain activities. It's one of those things that it's very scary, but the most important thing that has changed is now people can no longer say, no one said, no one did anymore. Because, God, that was annoying. the reality is, if you're a serial noticer like myself, you know, it's like, this is not new. This was coming. It was coming. It a coming. And no one kind of wanted to admit that. And now here it is.
Captain stands in our path. Bring him down.
Just
I
smack
do
him in the
think
wall.
I do think that this is going to be our generation's shot heard around the world.
Yeah, it is. And one of the things is, what scares me the most about it is just how completely unprepared anyone really is for anything bad to really happen.
Solomon's fire machines fuse.
Yeah.
They don't know. These stupos laughing and chortling and snorting and wheezing and everything, they think it's one big game, and it's not. All they had to do was just keep their mouths shut. So I don't really have a problem with people like Jimmy Kimmel being taken down. Now I will say, we got to be careful with that. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, I'm still alive. I got like no health.
That huge machine sprays fire.
But yeah, nobody would have even known Charlie Kirk's name had they not blasted him. But the thing about like a Jimmy Kimmel or something, I don't like cancel culture from either side, but right now there's a lot of schadenfreude going on. A lot of schadenfreude.
I will say this in regards to the whole Kimmel thing. I am a free speech absolutist, absolutely. And he does have the right to say what he wants to say. And everybody wants to think that this is just another episode of cancel culture run amok. The truth of the matter is twofold. One, the executives at ABC or Clear Channel or whatever broadcast channel that was, right off the heels of a public assassination when tempers are high, do not want a bad image. So when he goes off and does what he did, the company wants to quell the rage and basically just says, okay, this does not align with our standards. So they let him go, not because of what he said, but because of the backlash that it created.
Yeah.
And probably the most important reason, Jimmy Kimmel is getting paid $16 million a year, and he's only getting 1.8 million views an episode. And as they rightly pointed out, YouTubers making nothing get triple those views on videos. So why are we paying him 16 million when he kind of is a shitty person?
And
So
also,
no,
this isn't
I
funny.
Yeah, he's not funny. Period. And no one watches late night. You know, like the older boomer generation, they don't watch. It's not like, you know, Letterman or Leno or how even Carson was. So yeah, I'm okay with Kimmel getting the axe, metaphorically.
Yeah. And besides, how many people got canceled just for being related to somebody? Remember poor Hulk Hogan? You know, he said the bad words like what, in the 80s? And yes,
How about people that had their Twitters terminated or YouTube channels deleted because they dared to say, I'm skeptical about COVID?
there's that, but also there's people who got their channels destroyed and their livelihoods ruined because they dared to say that the Imperium of Man from 40K isn't fascisti. that happened.
And I don't remember his name, but there was one guy in like 2019, 2020, 2021. You could not even put his name in a message. It would automatically delete it. And I don't remember what the guy's name was because you couldn't speak his name. So I never found out who it was.
Damn it.
If you know, let me know. I won't delete it. I promise.
And Huruturu, fuck it. Dude with the Yacha thing. Yeah, this is Battlefront, but Lodor. Hey, Triple X, look up a walkthrough of this game and tell me how I'm supposed to destroy this stupid fire machine, because I don't know. They destroyed my ballista, and I'm not doing any damage to it.
Hold on.
Because I don't have a clue how it's supposed to be destroyed. And there's no way I can... When I tried to drop on top of it, I just died. So, I don't know. I know back in the ye olde days, I'd have been pissed. It's like, look up a thing. So Jimmy Kimmel got popular because of a show on the oh, what was that show called? The Comedy Central channel. Yeah, for the Man Show. Now, I was the target audience for that too, and I thought it was the most idiotic thing I'd ever seen.
What's the name of this game called?
Lord of the Rings Conquest. And yeah, Antifa now is finally a terrorist organization. Man, you do not hate Antifa enough. Look up Andy No. Andy No is okay, let's see. Andy No was a commentator, and Antifa tried to unalive him by smacking him over the head with a concrete milkshake. Apparently, these people are so crazy, they literally... Okay, where do I jump off of here? They literally filled a milkshake with, well, not a milkshake, they filled this water bottle with quick-set cement. And, well, they bashed him over the head with it.
What's the name of this chapter?
Wait, say again?
What's the name of this chapter?
This is, Isengard. Isengard. And yeah, you got mages in this game, even though, yeah, they're not supposed to be mages. Because, like, am I supposed to, like, jump up here? Like, I tried to jump onto the thing, and I just died, so I don't know. This is the second mission of the campaign. But with the Man Show, I watched like one episode of that and thought it was the stupidest thing I'd ever seen. Because back in the old days, you'd watch TV because you had nothing else better to really do. Like, you played all the video games you had and you wanted to just watch the idiot box. The funny of there was two hosts. There was the Jimmy Kimmel guy and one other guy whose name I don't remember, who's actually based in many respects. And the other guy, whatever the hell his name was actually the funny one, whereas Jimmy Kimmel just kind of came off as awkward. But that show was very immature, like ridiculously immature. Yeah, Antifa's more than an idea. They've literally murdered people. There was one guy they caught in Portland with a red hat on, and they blasted him, but whatever. It's just an idea, man. No! Our forces grow small. It's just shrinkage.
That huge machine sprays fire upon the field. Stop it.
But were you able to find any walkthroughs or anything?
Yes.
Only one more remains.
So, like, what do you do?
I'm looking it up right now.
It's like, I can do...
Recommended class mage.
Alright, I'm the mage now.
Undo the fire machine before it burns our allies.
Okay, I'm going to read this to you, okay?
Alright.
Once the captain falls, continue down the slope and defeat any remaining orc. Use the rally point at the bottom to switch to an archer. A mage won't be able to do crap against the fire machine. There are way too many enemies at the base. You won't be able to get close enough. There are two entries to the fire machine, the slope to the left or the bridge to the right. You aren't to take either of these paths, but you may have to keep an eye on every so often.
Why is the second level this complicated?
The fire machine is susceptible to fire. Stand on the edge of the cliff between the slope and bridge and use a fire arrow on the fire machine.
Okay.
Undo the fire machine before
So
it
yeah,
burns
you
up.
got to use fire arrows.
All right, we got it. Wow, thanks,
Thank
game.
you, Game Facts. I said a
did-
while ago the crosshair turned red.
Yeah, I've got it. It's. But like, how would you ever figure that out? Why can't you just hit it? I'm glad you like the Neuromancer book, Cyrus.
There, in the heart of
And yeah, MA77. Yeah, that is pretty. That is pretty. For 2009, no, this is ridiculous. Goddamn ridiculous.
Thank you. Wait a minute. How is the fire machine susceptible to fire?
That's a very good question. I don't know. All right, we got it. We got the fire machine.
lives will be spared now that
Fuck
Saruman
you,
has
fire
taken
machine.
over. Wormtongue carries the key to the Tower of Orthanc. We must capture it for Treebeard.
Brad Dorf. I'm probably gonna still lose the level because I'm on my last. No, I'm not on my last life anymore. But I'm still hurt, like really hurt. My feelings have been hurted.
Oh no.
Not Brad Dorf. Brad Dorf legitimately did play Wormtongue.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The boss is a guy named Grima Wormtongue, and in the movie, he was played by the veteran character actor Brad Dorf.
We come to silence your forked tongue.
Damn it, Tin Tan Man, we don't talk about the racing mission in Mafia.
My Lord Saruman takes offense.
So like, let's take this for example. This level here. Would this level ruin the game for you? Like, let's say you spent like $50 on this game. You couldn't wait to play Lord of the Rings, and then it throws some bullshit at you like this.
You shall never claim the keys to Orthanc.
You know, how many people do you think were so excited when they had their Nintendo 64 and they got their copy of Soupy Man?
Oh man, I played that back in the day, but I just rented it, and I didn't really care that much about soups anyway.
For Saruman is now displeased.
Fuck you,
A
Grima.
game where Lex Luthor wants you to fly through rings.
Yeah, I don't know what
Wow.
they were thinking. What were they thinking?
Okay, James Roll.
James Rolfe has written a book, believe it or not.
Slay Wormtongue the traitor.
I saw that, yeah.
It's called Gnome Cave. It's basically just a ripoff of like every Stephen King book ever. But hey, you know what? That's one more book than some people have written, you know? And I'm sure it's better than like half the slop. Oh, come on, he's almost dead.
Tongue is no
Yeah, fuck you, Wormtongue. Fuck you, Brad Dorf.
surface.
Actually, no, I like Brad Dorf.
Key to Treebeard.
I wrote a book before. It was a children's book.
Really?
I swear to God, I wrote a children's book.
Huh.
It's called Barry the Brave Little Strap.
Wait, what?
It's about Barry the Beretta and all the other guns in school that made fun of him for his size. His mom was a Galileo and his dad was a Spaz 12.
Hey, don't be
And
talking
one
bad
day,
about...
a burglar breaks in and he blew the lungs out the back,
Hurry it to
and everyone
Treebeard.
loved him.
Okay, I knew it had to be a joke.
Yeah, but I still wrote the book. I still illustrated it.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Okay, you gotta send me that.
I will. I never found a publisher, so it's going to be a home copy.
Yeah, I don't think any publishers would do that. It's like, it's gonna be too violent, man. Okay,
Well,
run.
you know, it's a story. It's a coming of age story for children and guns.
I'm gonna die before I get over here. Go, 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 go! I'm not even gonna try to fight him.
All is lost.
Damn it!
He's been brought down.
Okay, at least we know how to destroy this thing. Busted. The publisher messed with it because they were annoyed. Pfft. Oh god, I hate this game. I like the game well enough.
You know, you think that Riley would show up for his game.
That's a good. That's true. Oh yeah, agnostic. There is a book about that. Believe it or not, not kerosene powered armor, but there's a book called Servants of War by Larry Correia and another guy named, like, not Steve Jackson. That's the guy who made the games. Somebody named Steve. I know it's somebody named Steve. It's set in a fantasy World War I. They still have guns and everything, but instead of tanks, they have hollowed out shells of golems. I didn't like it. My grandfather liked it more than I did, so. But if you want, like, powered armor in World War I, that should scratch that itch. Keep thinking the flame attack is a bumper, but it's not. Alright, come on, let's get him. We're gonna beat this goddamn level. How long have we been stuck on this level? For the last half hour? What BS? There's a bunch of steampunk World War I books, but the Servants of War book I think is probably one of the better ones.
Seize the pits. Swiftly capture that entrance.
Steampunk. Sadly, the genre I thought I liked but could never get into.
Yeah, they're not that great. Eden's Gate.
Remember
Yeah.
that Wild Wild West movie that was like steampunk porn for all the people into it.
You know, I'll actually talk about that in just a minute, but the Rusan Reformation is where, like, the Sith Empire, or the Sith, the Brotherhood of Darkness got destroyed, and, like, all the Sith ended up dying, and so that's when the Republic kind of reformed to where, like, there was less centralized power. And that allowed it to have peace for 1,000 years. I wonder why. But yeah, the Wild Wild West movie isn't bad if you don't look at it as a Wild Wild West adaptation, because the Wild Wild West was a great TV show with Robert Conrad and another guy whose name I don't remember. Robert Conrad, man, it's sad that he's gone. He was a great actor, but anyway, it's more of like the TV show is more James Bondian, whereas the movie's just, you know, your typical Will Smith comedy vehicle. But that's back when Will Smith was at the top of his powers, where he was legitimately funny and charismatic. Him and Kevin Kline, I think his name was, actually turned in a pretty good performance. It's a movie that could never be made today, though, because there's some jokes in it that, yeah, you'd go to jail in the UK. So.
I know exactly which scene you're talking about.
Yeah. But I like that
hated
movie.
that big mech fighter at the end.
Kill the orc pit captain.
Come on, get him, get him. There's that
It's
little
like,
bastard.
come on, you didn't really build that.
Damn it. I'm trying. Get back
By
here,
the
you
way-
bastard.
Speaking giant mechanical mechs. So, I know you didn't play them, but you know the premise of Metal Gear, right?
Metal Gear, yes.
The big walking robotic death tank
Yeah.
created by Hal and Huey Emmerich.
Bring him down.
All right, so Hal is the lead engineer on the Metal Gear project, and he always builds these amazing mechs, right? But you never see him with a wrench or an acetylene tank, not once. I wouldn't trust him to make toast, let alone build a weapon of war.
Well, he's mainly the ideas man, right? Finally, we got that goddamn captain.
Killed him. He was a nasty one.
Okay, let me,
Fire machine spews
God damn, I love the Shagalot.
destroy that infernal device.
okay. Leave me alone, Urukai grunts. But this level is ridiculous, though. It is bullshit. When I get to the review, I'm going to talk about this level a lot.
Oh dear.
I hope the rest of the levels aren't like this, though.
Don't you love when a game like gives you like the nice little introduction, and then the next level it's like murder incarnate?
Yeah. The
What was it?
MGS3 I take it?
Was it Ninja Gaiden on the GameCube that started off with like a tutorial that was okay, and then the next level was impossibly hard?
I'm
Or
not
am I
actually,
thinking of Shinobi?
I don't know. I haven't played that. I never really got into the Ninja Gaiden games. All right, that was easy so long as you know exactly what to do. All right.
Wormtongue carries the key to the Tower of Orthanc. We must
I mean, he kind of looks like Brad Dourif.
Cyrus, could you imagine Will Smith as Neo? Oh dear Christ.
That would be an interesting universe to visit, I think, just because it's like that would make that movie very, very different, you know.
We would have Jada Pinkett and Will Smith in our Matrixes.
It's like he would be so much more Neo would be so much more charismatic. So it's like, would that be good? Would that be bad? I don't know.
The traitor Wormtongue hides there. Let us show him justice.
Oh, he fucking healed himself, asshole. I like how I have a random magical fire attack. I am so hurt though. He hurt my feelings. He said my armor was rusty.
He called me penis butt.
Will Smith and Sean Connery. See, that's always interesting, like how actors can change an entire movie.
You know, Sean Connery passed on the chance to play Gandalf so that he could do League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That's a good movie, but that's not a Lord of the Rings. Even though I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan, like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is simply just a regular genre film, whereas Lord of the Rings is more of a prestige kind of thing. Oh, you bastard! You fuck!
I'm still pissed that we never got our Sean Connery Gandalf movie.
The last movie with Sean Connery in it before he died was a Scottish animated movie called Sir Billy, where he played a. This is totally true. You can look this up on any social media you want to. If I fall again, I'm running out of lives. I hate this level. Oh, well, this game makes me want to. No, I don't want to unalive myself over this game. I killed him so easily too. The last time.
Wormtongue holds the key to the tower. We shall have to relieve him of it.
It is one of those games where we need to bump the difficulty down for this part.
It is down. This is only casual.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. People don't believe me when I say that games sometimes on easy are not easy.
Look at this. Yeah, Zardoz was a very strange movie, to say the least. The gun is good. The penis is evil. I'm not sure.
I remember Cinema Snob did a episode on Zardoz.
I think the alternate title of Zardoz was Cocaine the Movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, finally killed him.
I don't care what anyone says. The Rock was the unofficial last Connery Bond film.
I can agree with that. Although I never watched The Rock that much though. I mean, that wasn't a movie I watched like obsessively, so it doesn't really have that special place in my heart. LSD,
I
the
watched
final.
that movie so many times as a kid that I knew every single line in the movie, and I would say the lines as the movie would go on. I mean, I watched it an ungodly amount of times.
Yeah, I only watched it a couple times.
Dude, I'm in the hundreds of viewings. God, that soundtrack was so good. Oh no, it's Groot.
Yeah. I am Groot, motherfucker. Who'd have thought that? Oh, you bastard. Look at how much damage that guy just did to me. I hope this game...
Red October was fantastic.
Yes, yes, it was. I'm
I
gonna die.
love seeing Neil play the Russian.
I think this happens in the movies, or I think this happened in the first movie, if I'm not mistaken. I've got 6 lives, so I'm okay.
No, Red October, was that a Jack Ryan story?
Yes, I think it was. I think he was played by Alec Baldwin?
Yes, I remember Alec Baldwin being in it.
Trap Saruman inside the Tower of Orthanc. Take control of the tower by...
I do know that this scene, the scene where like Saruman gets killed, was actually deleted from the movie. And I do know that in the book, like, Saruman survives and kills everybody in the Shire. Which, man, Lord of the Rings was dark. You have that mixed with pipeweed of all things.
Cyrus, I wouldn't think they're scary, but I agree that they're definitely cool. I love Cold War, like, espionage stuff.
And I also liked how Sam Neill liked Montana. I like Sam Neill in just about anything, really.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did want to see Montana before he died and drive a pickup truck.
I was very sad to see his character die. I was like, no, I like him.
And then he went on to be a space, like, devil in Event Horizon.
Technically, he was possessed by the ship.
Yes, that is true.
Actually, I watched that movie when it came out. I was a kid. Oh man, my grandmother was pissed, but whatever.
I saw it too as a kid. I just remember the death orgy scene the most.
Yeah, that.
But there was some legit creepy stuff in that movie.
That ending was pretty freaky.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah. Okay, let's get in the end. I don't remember Huru to Guru. I'm not that big of a Lord of the Rings fan. I'm just remembering stuff I have read online, so maybe it was. But let's face it though, Return of the King was long enough as it was. They needed to cut some things. I'd like to visit Montana one day.
Big Sky Country.
Yeah.
I have a friend who lives in Montana now.
Wait, say again?
I have a friend who lives in Montana. She moved from Pittsburgh to Montana.
Oh. For me, I like where I live though, because there's all kinds of stuff to do around here, like literally within driving distance. So if I want to go bowling, skating, go to a comic convention, it's all here, you know? I'd be going to a comic convention. Say again?
Again, but deep in the heart of Texas.
Exactly. Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee. Oh, we're gonna play as Gandalf. See, this is cool. Imagine if we could have had this in Star Wars, you know? And yeah, Gandalf is a wizard. Actually, no, what Gandalf is, from what I've read, is Gandalf is supposed to be like an angel that has come to Earth, and he can use magic because of that. And like, there aren't actual mages. Wait a second.
I was just responding to Cyrus. So, yeah, Cyrus, I agree that the Metal Gear stories are good. My problem is that you have these obscene, like, stories that are so, like, the nuke that's going to get launched, but at the same time, you have, like, all these supernatural characters like Psycho Mantis that can fly and read minds, where Splinter Cell is just grounded in reality. And as much as I love Metal Gear, I will always take grounded in reality over supernatural.
As you say that, two wizards just beat the shit out of each other, and I killed him.
Exactly. But see, that's okay because this game's based on a movie about wizards and hobbits.
Now, see, this did not happen in the movie. I prefer this. Imagine if you had if in the movie Gandalf beat the fuck out of Saruman. In the movie, I've seen the deleted scene. He just gets his throat cut and thrown off a tower. And Wormtongue got out the same day. Anyway, never mind. We're not gonna talk about that. And yes,
Where's Smeagol?
I don't think he shows up in this game, thankfully. But yeah, that guy who slit that poor girl's throat, he's already out of jail. He's in a private psychiatric ward, but it's like, what bullshit. And Cyrus,
no, Cyrus, they didn't have like a Patriot stand-in. Sorry, General.
Oh, I was just gonna say that he was asking that question. Oh. Oh yeah, and Darth is trying to find a new car. A new car! So he's probably not gonna be able to show up today. Ugh, car shopping.
He's already in space jail.
Yeah. No, that's hell, because you gotta deal with like stupid people, you know? Now we're out of the movie now, I think. Because we're reclaiming the mines of Moria, which were taken over by like the goblins, I think.
Hasten to Balin's tomb. Gimli awaits to rally us there.
I'm just happy to see a new location.
Yes, finally. That took almost an hour.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cyrus. I said no. Splinter Cell does not have a Patriot-style faction. Every story, every game, every book has a new enemy that you go up against.
Do you think you can defeat her? Fight on to Balin's tomb. We shall rally there.
Gimli. I kind of liked Gimli just because he was played by John Rhys Davies, who's one of my favorite actors of all time. It's one of those things. I like pretty much anything he's in.
Do you ever watch From Paris with Love?
No, I have not.
Great movie. Him and what's his name? John Travolta.
That actually sounds like a pretty good cast.
John Travolta is like a John Wick style like character.
I like the sound of. Okay, so we're gonna. Yeah, man, this is a good game. I like this game a lot. That level two was BS, but man, that's pretty cool. Did you see that yet?
Were you asking me a question?
Yeah, did you see where John Rhys Davies just cut that just beat the shit out of the troll?
Yeah. Reminds me of the monster from Resident Evil 4.
That probably could have been inspired by that. Yeah, Legolas and Gimli. I love how I don't care about Lord of the Rings, but I know all the Lord of the Rings kind of like lore. Well, not all the lore, but like, I know enough about it to talk about it. It's like, who's Legolas? Who's Boromir? Like, I know who these people are. I just didn't like the stupid hobbits. I know they're the whole point of the movie, but man, I couldn't stand Frodo and his fucking over-emotional self. I can't stand over-emotional.
I found the hobbits to be absolute pure gamer words.
Yeah. I didn't like him. I know you're supposed to like him. It's an unexpected journey and all that, but it's like, pfft. I liked Gimli, I liked Legolas, I liked, you know, Strider, I liked Boromir. I kind of liked everything about the movies, and like I said, I haven't read the books, except for the hobbits, which is the whole point of the story.
What are they called now? Harfoots?
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them. They weren't even supposed to be in like the second age.
The trolls come from that cage.
Yeah, I remember like on the Amazon or Netflix, like Lord of the Rings. They're called like Harfoots now.
Those are
Yeah, because they had to put him in there. I'll tell you, I like this game. This is actually pretty fun. Come on, cut him up. Cut him up.
It's absolutely fun until those moments where it's not.
Yeah, until you want to just throw the controller out the window. And I like Gandalf too.
On a scale of 1 to potato, how much fun do you rate this game?
I rate it, you know, at least a solid 7. And that's with me not even being a Lord of the Rings fan. Oh, come on, you... Really? He threw me through a wall. Fuck you, asshole. Okay, now it's gone down to 6. Before he threw me through a wall, it was a solid 7. Now it's a 6. It's a sex now. It's a Lieutenant Sex.
I don't know, man. The checkpoint system's kind of bad.
You bastard!
Cyrus has a question for you. Who
Gimli
would
or
win in a
Gotrek?
drunken bar fight? Gimli or Gotrek?
Gotrek. I know who that is. Gotrek is from a novel series called Gotrek and Felix. If you ever got a chance to read it, I think you'd like it. He's this hard fighting, hard drinking dwarf that fights in a German universe.
us no more.
Oh, Octun.
Capture the bridge of doom. We shall push forward.
Ooh, that looks pretty cool though. But yeah, sadly, it would have to be Gotrek. I get that Gimli's the most iconic like dwarf ever, but Gotrek's just stronger, like by far. Gimli's just a regular guy, whereas Gotrek literally has an axe empowered by a god. So
You know, folks.
come on, cut him up. No, you. Ooh. If I'd have fallen, it would have gone down to a 5. You should not take fall damage when you have limited lives.
Cannot advance without
All right, I got a question for the chat, for the Metal Gears out there. Who wins in a fight? Gray Fox or Raiden from what's that game called? Revengeance.
I think I'd probably put my money on. I'd put my money on Raiden. How the fuck you pronounce his name?
Raiden.
Because standing here, he realizes.
forward with haste. The breach must be ours.
The Hobbit, one Hobbit movie, yes, because Hobbit, I think they really drug that out. I remember I was friends with somebody who really loved The Hobbit. I acquired the movie legally, and I watched it with this guy, and he's like, oh, it's the best movie ever. That was the most horrible 2 hours I ever had, because it was the most boring movie I've ever seen. That's not true. God damn it, you bastard! The orc understood me and killed me for it. It's like, how dare you say that about
Cannot
The Hobbit?
We must gain the bridge of Khazad-dûm.
You shall not speak ill of the Hobbit.
I'm just not a big fan of a lot of these so-called classics. Like, I didn't like Dune. I kind of like the movie Dune, the weird one from the 80s, the one with Sting. I like that one. I'm a D&D guy, even though I've never played D&D the game all the way through. D&D,
You know,
like,
I got a bit of a.
Wait, go on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say D&D
I got-
attracts the wrong kind of nerd, where they're like, what kind of knot do you tie on the rope to climb down the cliff? It's like, I don't know. Just, he climbs down the cliff. Can we kill an orc already? Ugh. And they're like,
I got
"Oh,
a bit
you-"
of a hot take for you.
All right, go for it.
So, like, your friend had watched that movie with you, and you said it was boring. I was introduced to Mel Gibson's Mad Max, and my friend told me how great this movie is, and you're gonna love it. And the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just like, "Come on, do something already, please."
The bridge of Khazad-dûm is ours. Forward now.
So yeah, I mean, Mad Max is a great movie, but most of the time you're literally just waiting for somebody to do something, anything.
Gandalf awaits us in the first
Yeah.
chamber.
I can agree with that. It is a very slow burn.
Bravely done. You have faced the darkness of
I remember too, like when The Walking Dead first came out, like I was skeptical on it,
The creature from
and I
the
watched a
depths
good
tonight
shit ton of
must withstand the
seasons.
or he shall
But
slay
even
us
with that,
all.
like the zombies took second or third place, and it just became a drama.
Yeah.
Whole episodes would even omit zombies completely from the episode.
Now this, of course, is from the movie where Gandalf fights the Balrog. This is the "You shall not pass" part.
That's been memed to death online, but it's so funny.
You know, but when you first saw it back in 2002, it's kind of cool though. It's like, it's very dramatic.
I
Like-
do remember that from the movie.
Like, go back
Yeah,
to the
he's holding
ship.
it down against the bridge.
You shall not pass. But he doesn't actually really fight him. He just knocks him off the bridge, you know? It's not like this where he just
Suffer your wrath
vapes him.
longer.
Which actor do you prefer, John Rhys Davies or Brian Blessed? Ooh, don't make me choose! Don't make me choose! Ugh. I think John Rhys Davies has more range than Brian Blessed, so I choose John Rhys Davies. Because Brian Blessed is very boisterous, but I don't know that he has the same range. You remember Sliders?
Oh, that takes me back.
It was a terrible show, but John Rhys Davies was really, really good in it.
All right, I got one for you. How about Bruce Willis versus JCVD?
Bruce Willis any day. Bruce Willis has that, you know, like working class kind of vibe going on, whereas Jean-Claude Van Damme doesn't really.
We technically got that in the second Expendables.
That's true. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Yep, Spoonie. Spoonie was a big Lord of the Rings fan. To him, well, he's not that big. Not as big as his brother apparently, but he did a really good joke based on that Balrog scene. Man, Spoonie, you need to come back. Stop being so depressed that you got laid off. Yeah, he got laid off from his girlfriend. She was downsizing, so he was no longer needed to be staffed.
Oh, speaking of Spoonie, Lindsay Ellis is back in the news again.
Uh-oh.
She's canceled again.
Did they find the sexual assault rap? She did actually do that thing, but she made a song about that, and it was, they tried to scrub it from the internet, but what did she do? What did she do?
Ready, men.
I don't know. I didn't actually see it. I just see that it keeps popping up in like my recommended feeds.
Hold them here, men.
Okay, so what could she have done?
God knows. She courts insane leftists as her audience.
So it could literally be anything, up to and including just being alive.
Yeah. She probably just said, "Oh, I like this cereal more than this cereal."
So, yeah, or maybe she didn't want people to die. Oh, your senator, John Fetterwoman, he apparently is not against that funeral for Charlie Kirk.
John Fetterwoman is actually, because he's recovering from that like tumor thing, is actually throwing shade at the Democratic Party and is becoming quite base.
Which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Pulling back. Stay wary, men.
So you're telling me that the tumor made him a lefty, but when he's healthy and he realizes when the tumor's gone, no, conservatives are actually the way to go.
I mean, who knows?
It literally shows that mental illness will attract you to the left.
Yep. I mean, there's a difference between a leftist and a Democrat. A Democrat can actually be sane. But
that's true.
It's one of, actually, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this for real. What we would call a leftist today used to be the weirdos of yesterday. I shit you not. I mentioned this on other streams, but I want to mention it again. Like, in the 2010s, the modern day leftist was the weirdo. You know, I remember going back to the D&D group that was so boring. There was one of those people in there, and he could be normal when talking about the D&Ds, but man, you get him started on politics, and it's like, oh, guns enforce the class system, man. I'm like, what are you talking about? Or that Batman should be part of the Occupy movement. I don't know how many of y'all remember that.
Yep. I never got that whole Occupy Wall Street thing.
Mount a horse. Yeah, that Occupy movement. Remember, I was the proper age to like that, and I thought it was the dumbest bunch of bullshit I'd ever seen.
Bunch of people with no job that love to complain.
Bunch of people from rich families that...
Yeah, true. Good point. Sorry if I don't take the word of, you know, wealthy, affluent children. It doesn't.
Really,
It was just...
Yeah, it's crap. I mean, and I was the age of those people at the time. Really? I was gonna keep getting knocked off the horse like that? Wow. What bullshit.
Quickly run away, Bosch is coming.
No, don't fall! I've died more to falling damage than anything.
10-minute warning, General.
Alright, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, it's 1:22. This horse combat's not terrible, but it's not good either.
Yeah, it's certainly not Red Dead material.
Yeah, but you consider just how much gameplay is in this game, you know? How many different styles? Like, we just played as a giant tree just 2 seconds ago.
Yep.
See, this is what gaming needs to be right here. You know, maybe fix the horse combat so you don't get knocked off immediately.
That's what I was saying the other day about how games have entire games based around one mechanic that does it well.
Yeah.
Like Mirrors, for example. And then you get games where they try to have like a shooting section, a climbing section, a vehicle section. It's really hard to refine the controls for all of those. So what you end up with is a frustrating like segment with like the horse, or maybe the combat doesn't feel fluid.
Faramir. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Lord of the Rings, but I know who this is. It's Boromir's more popular brother. Yes, really. And I know that Boromir was jealous of his brother, and his father was like, "Oh, Faramir's so much better than you."
I don't even know who that is.
Boromir was the Sean Bean character. No, not a hobbit!
Sean Bean,
No, I don't want to have to protect...
Sean Bean, I always think of Mr. Bean.
Not the hobbits. Oh man. I remember that before Lord of the Rings, the guy who played Frodo was in a high school drama movie. No, it wasn't a high school drama. It was a horror movie set in a high school called The Faculty. It even had Robert Patrick in it as like an alien. I like
That was
that.
actually a really good movie.
Yeah, and it also had a pre-fame Jon Stewart.
Cut down those orcs. The
Did you ever see The Faculty?
Yeah, I watched it a bunch of times. That was a movie I watched all the time.
Yeah, that movie was creepy.
It's sort of like a modern day version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yes. That chick was pretty hot in it, too.
Yeah, she also would go on to play Jean Grey. Famke Jensen, I believe her name is.
close now. Hurry.
Or Jason, or whatever. She was Dutch, I think.
Would you say her name was Fondle My Johnson?
Might as well be.
Uh,
I would love a 40k Battlefront game.
We must defeat the trolls for the hobbit to pass.
I would love a 40k Battlefront game. Like this. Oh, you bastard. You worthless piece of shit. I hate all of you. He literally killed me in one hit. Literally. One goddamn hit.
Troll away from the hobbit.
No, who cares about the the actor who played Frodo would also go on to, I can't remember his name, but would also go on to play as the Yellow Bastard in Sin City.
no. The Yellow Bastard was played by Nick Stoles. Or not Nick Stoles, I'm sorry. Frodo was the silent guy that ate hookers.
Our forces grow few.
Am I gonna lose again? Okay, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. I really like Sin City.
Yeah, Yellow Bastard was played by the actor who played John Connor in P3 Rise of the Machine.
Huh.
The character you're thinking about is the silent dude who got his
Elijah
ass
Wood.
kicked by, what's his name?
They march on the eastern shore. Stay ready, men.
Okay, we're gonna try this one more time, but I think this is where I probably don't like the game that much because it is a lot harder than Battlefront 2. To the point where I don't know if I would have tried it. I don't know that I would have actually stuck with the game had I played it back in the day. Because Battlefront 2 was not bad like this, where you lose all this progress if you died. It had way better checkpoints. I've not seen Sin City 2. I don't know if it's good or not.
Before I get started on you, I have to ask the chat a very huge favor. To everyone that's in the chat, I ask of you to please stand up and drop your pants and hip thrust your junk into the like button and make that like button your bitch.
I guess you could do that, but my recommendation for a much more cleaner way to do that is just press it with your finger.
Well, that too, I guess, would be fine.
Either that, or be sure to have some alcohol wipes nearby, because, oh my.
More come forth. They are not
Oh yeah, Medic, do you like God Lives Underwater? I never heard of that.
Just about to respond to that. I saw them in '98 at X Fest. But man, it's been forever since I heard that band.
Yeah, I never heard of them.
I wasn't the biggest fan of them, to be honest, when they were out. I was more, back then, I was more to like Seven Dust and Korn and stuff like that.
I'm generic.
Well,
I listen to the popular bands like the AC/DCs and the Judas Priests.
Well done. Now hurry away.
Of course. But you also have to remember the late 90s was like the new metal era with
Yeah.
your non points and your verve pipes.
You and your skateboarding and all the rest.
Recapture the sanctuary.
Let's see, I think you got like 1 minute. Were you a skateboarder?
Right, quickly to
Yes.
the sanctuary.
Yeah, I never did any skateboarding. I liked my roller skates. I tried playing on a skateboard once, and I wasn't able to really do much with it.
Yeah, I was in the skater crowd when I went to high school.
Look at that! You just fall off the goddamn horse. Bullshit. Bullshit game. What's that again?
I said, no, the despawning enemies.
I like the game, but I hate it. This is definitely I'm gonna rate this a good 6 out of 10. I would play again, but I don't know that I would actually spend a lot of time with it. Because, yeah, the limited lives are bullshit. The fact that you can die so easily is bullshit. It's just, there's enough bullshit that I don't like it that much.
Well, General, sadly, it is that time of the night where I must depart ye.
Alright. Be sure to save a drunken college kid from ruining their lives.
I will do my best, and I will also say goodbye to the chat as well. Yous are all wonderful people, and I miss you all already. Well, till next week, General and chat. This is Medic saying bye.
Be careful out there. Alright, so we're gonna try to finish this level. If not, we're gonna go to instant action and just do that. But yeah, the campaign, it really needs to have intro level checkpoints. I get the feeling that like by 2009, like Pandemic was just kind of like on their way out, so they were probably like, well, you know what, fuck it, they're not even gonna play the game. And yeah, this needs to be on Steam bad. I mean, this deserves to be played. You can get it on certain locations on the internet, and it runs without any real patches. And it's even got controller support. I've been playing it with controller pretty much the entire game. And it works. It works. And yeah, 70s and 80s are considered oldies. When I go to the local skate rink, they play a lot of what I guess could be considered oldies. They play a lot of music from like the 80s and early 2000s, which is still 20-year-old music. And they still play Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson! Ed Bella! I don't know who Ed Bella is. I don't know if The Simpsons made that up or not. But they still play that stuff. And evidently the youth like it. I've actually learned a lot from the local skate rink. Apparently people do the cha-cha slide, whatever that is. A daily internal battle with demons. A lot of study and thinking, I guess. And a quick trigger finger. And yes, the heroes can be easily killed. The first time I tried to play this particular level here, I got picked up by the troll and crushed in one hit!
Hey, John.
Hey, we got Darth Jahiko. So did you ever find you a car? No, you bastards!
Yeah,
and then that
there's
happens. So, go on.
There's a Buick Regal that's a 4-cylinder turbo. So it's got almost 300 horsepower.
Not bad. You know, you're not the first person I've known to get a Buick, but I don't think I've ever seen one out. At least they're not popular here, I don't think.
Oh. I've also been walking around my backyard for the last, and around my house for the past, 15-20 minutes in my Darth Vader costume.
Be glad you live in a place where it's cool enough to do that. Like, temperature-wise.
I don't even know what the temperature is outside.
Yeah, so you don't live in, a super hot state. Oh, you fuck! How are you supposed to defend against that?
It's 67 degrees.
Yeah, so that's cool compared to where I am.
Yeah.
I think
So
we're
right
gonna
now
go
I'm just sitting in my Vader costume
Nice. That is a nice costume.
without the helmet because that thing is heavy.
But yeah, that would get kind of hot after a while. I remember Comic Palooza 2022, I want to say, or 23. There was a dude in a Darth Vader costume. You gotta remember, these comic conventions take place during the summer. And so this guy literally was like about to pass out. It was so hot in his costume.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, his helpers were dumping a shitload of water down his throat.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Close now. Hurry.
I mean, my new costume shipped, so it's supposed to. They were estimating it to be here from like October 6th to like the 20th, but it could be a lot sooner just because it's shipped already.
Yeah.
Don't give up, do they?
So,
We must defeat the trolls for the
but
Holy
I'm also
Temple.
saving for a belt and a chest piece that's in total going to be like a little over 300, but they light up accurately to the movies.
Nice. Very nice.
So the lights blink and whatnot, so it'll look cool.
That's gonna be sick. Yeah, so what we got here is like a Battlefront-ish game, except Lord of the Rings. It's good, but not great. This is a solid, like, 6 out of 10. Because you have limited lives, really bad checkpoints. Frodo died again.
It definitely looks that way.
How would you defend against that? The stupid dragon picked him up and dropped him on the ground. How would you even do anything?
That's a good question.
All right, we're gonna fight in the Shire.
Felt bad for my poor dad.
Oh,
Well, he's a little bit taller than me, but he would cosplay as Vader for like Halloween and stuff while I was doing my regular Star Wars stuff. Because I was a little stormtrooper, and you got my dad, who with his boots made him about 5'11", and he would apparently he stopped wanting to do Vader because apparently people commented like, "Yeah, you're kind of a short Vader."
oh, fucking assholes.
Like my poor dad. He looked really cool because his entire costume, except for the helmet, was homemade.
That's one of those things where you just kind of gotta ignore that. I mean, I've had people be like, "Oh, your leather is too shiny." It's like, ah, fuck off.
Which is better, Buick or Cadillac? I mean, it's don't have enough experience with Cadillac or Buick really. I just know that there's a Buick car that I want that has like everything in it.
And I'm not a car guy. I just drive a hatchback.
I mean,
yeah, Uplands boys, it is a very annoyingly hard game. I just gave up on the campaign, and now we're just doing the instant action. Whoa! I just am getting evaporated over here.
you're getting the shit kicked out of you, that's for sure.
I know. It's like this game is not easy.
All I hear is the clone dying sound right now, based on what you were saying.
Pretty much, yeah. Battlefront 2 is way easier. Some of the bands I like, I'm a big fan of like a lot of the classics. You know, your AC/DCs, your Ozzy Osbournes, Black Sabbaths, Judas Priest. For modern stuff, though, I'm a big fan of Sabaton.
Oh yeah. I like to listen to them when I'm playing World of Tanks or any like Call of Duty World at War.
I mean, that is appropriate. Alright, so they've got wargs. Let's kill the warg.
I gotta take my gloves off because they somewhat work with phone screens, but not completely.
Yeah, most of those gloves aren't gonna be good for that. So that's why when you go to a con, you're gonna totally need somebody to like be your helper.
Yeah.
I like Metallica well enough. I like their early stuff versus their more commercial man stuff.
I know Cyrus talks a lot.
Yes. But I don't think we're gonna win this one. The enemy has 202 points and we've got 60.
Dang.
And this is only set on casual.
Okay.
So this is a very difficult game. That's why I give it about a 6, just because I don't know that I would ever actually have played this. God damn it.
But 50 more points, they shall be triumphant.
I don't think I would have ever played it back in the day had I known it existed, and if I had, I would have hated it. And hello, Riley. I know I would have hated it, because this is way more difficult.
Cookie. Oh my.
Come on, kill the mage. Kill the mage. And I guess if you get really good at the combat.
The forces of evil have prevailed upon this day.
Well, the forces of evil have prevailed.
I know it's not necessary, but on Zemu Jedi Academy actually runs right now.
Huh. I mean,
Not that I need it to.
yeah, because it's a PC port, but it's still kind of neat that they got that working.
I just killed Rosh.
You're not supposed to do that,
Oops.
but that's hard to not want to do, because he's one of the most annoying characters of all time. Okay, we're gonna go, and we're gonna be an archer, and we're going to pincushion everyone with arrows.
Conquest. Capture all the territories.
I can see why this game did not really get that popular, because it is pretty spotty in places, but it's very, very impressive.
I mean, it looks technically impressive.
Yeah, it's just way too hard. I mean, that looks pretty neat. Like, this looks pretty great, especially for 2009.
Well, what I'm seeing in the background, it looks pretty, looks like there's a lot of detail back there.
Yeah, and then look at the giant elephants. It's pretty cool. It's just, you shouldn't be knocked off your horse by one hit, though.
No.
Because that's just bullshit. Or that. You get hit once by something you can't defend against.
Ooh.
And yeah, I would say this is a good Lord of the Rings spinoff. It's overly difficult for what it is, though. That's what I've got to say. Hey, don't worry, Cyrus. Nobody's, like, complaining about it. Ooh, we got a critical hit.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Cyrus. I just think it's pretty neat with the interaction is what I meant. Is more so what I meant. Sorry for any confusion.
We won't exile you to space jail this time. Come on, cut him up, cut him up.
No, you don't need to you don't need to tone it down either. I like seeing comments. If you got any questions for me, I like to answer them too.
So, Doris, when did you see Lord of the Rings?
All the way through, I want to say for the first time, probably about 2 or 3 months ago, me and my dad just sat down and watched all of them.
Yeah. So
That
it was the
a
third.
long thing.
Yeah. So you actually made, God damn it, through the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never finished the third one. I watched like half of it and just, I didn't fall asleep, but I was like, can I stop watching this now? 'Cause it's such a long movie. And it's just kind of dull.
Yeah. If I had my helmet on right now and I was streaming, I'd be like, yeah, Darth Vader, how do you see while you're playing?
If Darth Vader could
Everything's
actually,
red.
if Darth Vader actually did play a game, probably he'd like connect his brain to a computer.
Probably.
Legolas.
Gladly trade immortal life for victory in this fight.
I think I played this game.
Yeah, this is on the PS3, PC.
Oh, never mind. What I played was on original Xbox.
Yeah, this is too advanced for that era. This came out in 2009. This is one of Pandemic Studios' last games that they made before EA shut them down.
Oh, I gotcha.
which is really sad because imagine if we had a Battlefront game like this
That'd be cool.
with these kind of graphics. Look how the troll's just kind of like chilling there. I don't think his AI worked, but whatever. Meanwhile, we're just Legolasing it up right now. Or at least we were, till we got hit by something we couldn't defend against. See, it's kind of hard to, like, get out. Damn it. Like, when they start really pummeling you, it's hard to get out of that. Yeah, Star Wars Arcade's pretty good.
Should the forces of good gain 50 points more,
Okay.
they shall succeed.
I like how Lord of the Rings is kind of simple in that it's like, it's the forces of good versus the forces of evil.
Not
Men
sure
of
if I
the
wanna play
West.
that game or not. Arcade. Oh, which Star Wars arcade did you try? That's what I want to know.
And probably the original from like the early 90s.
Have triumphed.
At least we
'Cause
won
you-
this one.
You know the one that, I think it's called Star Wars Trilogy Arcade?
Yeah, I know that one.
I got that one working on my PC a while ago, but I still I've gotten all the way to the Death Star 2 and I haven't been able to beat it because I don't hit or it's either Death Star 1 or 2. But either way I always miss no, it's Death Star 2. I always miss the reactor points, so I lose.
Well, I imagine it's supposed to be pretty hard so they can bilk you of every quarter you ever considered having.
The only thing is if you miss it, the time that you have, then you don't get a second try.
Yeah, makes sense. They really want them quotas.
Yeah. Or for
I
me
see.
it's virtual quarters.
Yeah, but like in the real world, they would have made it to where like they really wanted you by the time you got to got to the end of the game. They wanted to take every penny you had.
True.
Now I read a fanfic where they didn't actually weren't able to finish it, so they just kind of gave you an outline. And it was where like people from the future were able to go to the Shire, not to the Shire, to the Middle Earth world. And they decided to nuke Sauron. I mean, that's a way to take him down. I don't know if it worked,
Yeah.
but they just drop a nuke right on top of him.
Just take out all of Mordor with you while you're at it.
There's actually a scene in that story that takes place in Mordor where some Russian troops, future space Russians, basically shoot a bunch of... God damn it. The falling is annoying. I know Battlefront 2 had it, as did Battlefront 1, but like it was very rare that you would die from falling, where in this game it happens all the time.
Yeah. Only time you die from falling is if you did, well, if you fell off a cliff.
I like this game, but it's just got too many annoying elements. I know I would have hated it back then, but I gotta tell you, I'm still kind of having fun.
Yeah, well, that's what matters.
Yeah, you can get this pretty easily, just a basic Google search. It's been delisted, so...
Oh.
I think they just needed to, like, tone down the difficulty just a little bit. Because I'm playing this on the easiest difficulty. And I'm still getting rocked.
Man, ice cold apple juice hits different at 8:48 p.m.
I know that feeling.
Got
After
some
this-
hard apple cider.
No. If I was ever gonna drink anything, I'd drink something like that actually has a fairly decent flavor to it.
The cats have been in my French fries. Damn it. Yeah, I know that's why you're hiding, James. Little asshole. I'm gonna take my French fries downstairs. Fuck you.
Cats. It's kind of weird. Like, some cats will, like, eat bread. It's like, you're supposed to be a carnivore, damn it. Bread's
Yeah.
not meat.
I mean, my cats will eat cucumber.
Oh man, Riley, like when that song came out, that was right after the Charlie Kirk assassination. It's like, oh damn. Like, I know they weren't planning that, but that was really appropriate.
If I had a planet to just explore, yeah, I'd probably explore Korriban.
I had to think about that one. Like a planet that's actually not just gonna be, you know, like Earth but better.
Forces of evil
Damn.
gain but 50 more points.
Don't go to Felucia.
Triumphant.
Pfft, yeah, I don't think I want to go there. Get crotch rot.
Probably get eaten too, because that's Rancors.
Yep. I think I would go to Bespin and just wander around Cloud City.
Prevailed upon this day.
I think that'd be pretty neat.
Get the full carbon freezing experience.
Oh my.
I heard it's therapeutic.
You know, that'd actually be a kind of an interesting story that Star Wars could have done, like an Elseworlds kind of thing. Imagine if Han got frozen but didn't get unfrozen for like 100 years, and he has to kind of deal with the aftermath of that.
I can't even imagine that.
I mean, that'd be before he really fell in love with Leia, so he wouldn't be that depressed. I always wonder, like, you have a character like, say, Han, or a more realistic character like, say, Indiana Jones. Let's say Indiana Jones gets sent to the future. Will he be able to figure out how computers work?
Hard to say.
I mean, he's a smart guy, so he should be able to at least operate it a little bit. Damn. Like, I'm not even not trying here. It's just the game is that hard. The game, Battlefront 2 was a little too easy in some places, whereas this, you just need to back it off just a little bit, game. Give us a chance. Did you ever play Battlefield 1942?
I did, several years ago.
So what did you think of it?
Enjoyed it. It still had multiplayer for the time. So, damn it. But for the time that it was actually out, it was for the time that I played it, it was pretty fun.
I never played it multiplayer, and like single player, the AI was really, really stupid, but sometimes could do really weird things that were kind of neat. Like on the D-Day map, the AI spawned a bunch of bazooka men, and it was just this constant barrage of bazooka shots. It was pretty neat. It was completely ineffectual, but it was still pretty neat. Like, actually being able to defeat just one orc warrior is overly difficult. And then you get double teamed by him, and it's like, ugh. Okay, let's go
Oh yeah,
back
I just
to...
watched you get double slashed there.
I know! It's like, what are you supposed to do there? And yeah, all the planets in the sequels were unnecessary.
Oh,
And-
yeah, because they had enough.
And then Mandalorian never left Tatooine. He just kept going back. But I guess a desert's
Yeah,
cheap
that's
for a
fair.
TV show.
Well, did you see how they actually made it? Like the they had this like dome kind of thing.
Oh, you mean the oh, I know what you're talking about. That green screen thing. The volume, that's what they called it.
Yeah, it was just like some giant, like one big screen thing that made it seem like, oh hey, they're actually there, even though you know Tunisia's still a thing.
It's one of those things where, like, if you have the technology to, like, put everybody on a green screen, why not just make it a different planet if you're not having to go there?
Right.
Not the other planet, but, like, to an actual, you know, location. Damn!
Field trip to Tatooine. Estimated arrival about 45 years.
I'd like to have seen a really good Star Wars show that was set in its own storyline versus like, oh, it's an interquel. I hate interquels.
Mandalore was a harsh environment. Yeah, it was mainly a sandy planet before a certain point, or after a certain point, and then with, I don't know if it was only Disney, but after the Empire nuked Mandalore, pretty much all the ground became sand because, you know, really hot, with the temperature rising that much, all that sand just could become a bunch of glass.
Yep. Although in the original EU, it was mainly just woods.
Oh.
Yeah. Before TC Dub came out, it was just woods. Lots and lots of woods.
I know I was reading some stuff about Boba Fett.
Forces of good gain 50
I was like,
points.
man.
They shall succeed.
Because one of the things that I read, I'm pretty sure you know, but Boba Fett helped train Jaina Solo to go take out Darth Caedus.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was like, what?
Yep. People were pretty pissed off about that though back then.
Really?
The forces of good
Yeah.
will triumph.
They were like, oh, the Mandalorians don't matter, man. Why do they have it? They didn't like that.
That's dumb.
There was a lot of, amongst the fan community, now I wasn't a part of this. This is just kind of like secondhand, but people really didn't like the Mandalorians. They felt like they were being shoehorned into everything, and they really didn't like Karen Travis, who really pushed them. Whereas I, on the other hand, do like Karen Travis. I don't know that I would go down on her, but I certainly would compliment her on her writing ability.
Just meet Karen Travis, be like, so, I hear, you're quite the warrior in bed.
I'd probably get arrested for that.
All the territory.
Probably.
I don't know, but if I showed up dressed up in a clone trooper outfit, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe she might.
Sound like Tamara Morrison.
Yeah. I would like to meet Tamora Morrison just because he looks like a cool dude.
Yeah, Boba does become Mandalore.
Because because Tamora looks like he's a very kind of like chill kind of guy, so I think he'd be a lot of fun to talk to. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to complain about that on the stream. Tim Russ played a character named Tuvok in Star Trek Voyager. And those of y'all who follow social media know what I'm about to say. He decided to weigh in on the whole Charlie Kirk assassination.
Oh boy.
He wasn't as bad as most, but he was like, there's only one Kirk that matters. I'm like, really? Did you have to say that?
I think it's kind of funny he says that, though. There's only one Kirk that matters. James Tiberius Kirk.
Yeah, it's just, it's not the worst, but it's like, come on, man. And this was the same guy who, when Baron von Cheeto-Stein got elected, said he wanted to drink Drano. It's like, come on. And this is a 70-year-old man. He should be acting a lot more mature than that.
I think it was kind of funny that when the whole COVID thing started, I don't remember his name, but the guy who plays as the holographic doctor.
Yeah, Robert Picardo.
Yeah, there was some Facebook group. This is the Star Trek shit posting server or something like that, or some meme posting server or whatever. He made a video that he shared to it, but he didn't swear in it. He just put up a sign every time the particular word was going to come up in a sentence. And I was like, you know what? He seems pretty chill. I'd definitely like to meet him.
If the forces of evil
I did meet him
betray
actually at a
points,
con
they shall
many
be
years
triumphed.
ago, and he was cool. I don't know if he still is now, but I enjoyed meeting that guy. I met Tim Russ and he was awesome, and I guess he just drank too much of the Kool-Aid.
Prevailed upon this
Tim Ross. I don't remember who that is.
Tuvok. And also,
Oh, you just said,
yeah, but he also, we're actually gonna be ending the stream now just 'cause I'm sick of this game. It's good, but it annoys me. But Tim Russ, you might also know him from Spaceballs, where he gets the rather famous line, "We ain't found shit." He's that guy. I didn't either. I'd love to have actually asked him about that. It's like, so, did you ever find shit? guess if there were cats there, he would. But in any event, I'm General Lotz. We're gonna wish you good Lord of the Rings, whatever. Be happy.